Question 4. Does each figure below have rotational symmetry? If so, describe any rotations that maps the figure onto itself. So we have three different shapes. One is a regular polygon, which is pentagon. The other one is a trapezoid, and the third one is a parallelogram. And we have to identify if there is any rotational symmetry. So let us work it out, starting with the first one, which is the regular polygon. So in this one, we are going to see the rotation, and we have this. If I rotate this point and see at what degree of measurement this pentagon is going to map onto itself. So this is the angle we have to measure, and the angle when the two pentagons overlap is going to be the angle of rotation. Like in this case, we can see so far it is 30-40 degrees, and let me move it. If I move this pentagon, and you can see it here, when it is exactly when it is 72 degrees, it maps the pentagon. So the least angle of rotation for this we found is 72 degrees. Can we find another one? Yes, if we continue rotating the pentagon in counterclockwise, we see that the two pentagons are going to overlap once again when the angle is 44 degrees. After this, if we continue, they are going to overlap, but the angle of rotation is not going to exceed 180 degrees, which is by definition. You can see the angle of the third time when this is going to overlap, but the angle is not going to go beyond 180 degrees. So there is angular symmetry between in the pentagon, and which we have learned before. To find the angular symmetry of any regular polygon, we can use the formula that divide, like for this one I can find, if I divide 360 degrees, the least angular rotation we can find, divide this by the number of sides we have 5. So if we divide this, we get 72 degrees. That will be the least rotational symmetry of the polygon which has 5 sides. Then after that we got 144 degrees. That was another angle of rotation where the two figures overlap. So that is also the one, but the least angular rotation is 72 degree for this one. Let us try find for the other one, this which is a trapezoid. If I try to rotate this point, and I'm trying to see when it is going to map again, or the two figures they map or they are overlapping, but I see there is no such position where the two trapezoid are going to overlap except at the original position. So there is no angular symmetry for the trapezoid given here. Let us try the parallelogram, and if we move it, then we can see the angle of rotation is going to be somewhere 100. You see that if I do it here and when I go back, it is going to be 180 degrees. We can not have this one. So let me measure the angle if I can see there. If I can find how to measure the angle. mm, I'm trying to see the tool. Let me see that if I can move uh, so the angular rotation is going to be 180 degrees. Let me move this one, and it moves and it sits again when it is this point is just opposite to this. So this is angular symmetry is 180 degree in case of a parallelogram. So here is the answer for the first one. When you are five-sided, the that polygons maps onto itself has rotational symmetry of 72 degrees. There is no rotational symmetry for the trapezoid, and for the parallelogram there is 180 degree rotational symmetry. I hope you understand the question and its solution.